Recently, particularly on our Benelux trip, we had a reason to actually look at the hidden menu on the dashboard of our Fiat Ducato based motorhome, and just thought I'd share with you this menu. And it's not always obvious what some of the things do, or even how you get to them. So I'm just going to go through how you operate and what some of the menu options are. So the buttons for it are actually down here. It's these buttons here. It's the mode and the up and down arrow there. And they actually operate it, and it only works once you've switched on the ignition. So I'm just going to use the camera, and I'll take you through some of the options. Right, so the first thing is obviously press the mode button, and you then get you can use the up and down arrow to get to the various options. I'm just going to be using the down arrow to start with. So the first option you come to is the speed beep, and that's whether you want a beep at a certain speed. So if you're traveling 80 miles an hour, for instance, and you want it to beep to tell you you're traveling 80 miles an hour, I guess, then you use this. Press the menu button, and it says it's off at the moment. Press it to on, and press the menu button again, and it says what speed do you want, and you can adjust it to whatever speed you want within 5 mile increments. Press the menu button again to accept it. Press the down arrow again to get the next option, and that's TripB. TripB data is where you have a trip meter, and there's two normally. There's the A and B. I only actually use A, so I don't really see the need for TripB data. But if you want it on or off, press the menu button, and it says off, down, takes you to on, off again. And I don't see the point of recording two. But if you've got two, or you want to get rid of it, it certainly simplifies things if you get rid of one of them. Turn it to off, press the menu button, down arrow again, set the time, menu button, time, menu button, and then you can go up and down, set the time. I actually realise I haven't set the clock on here, so I'm going to put it back an hour, and it's 9:58 now. Press the menu button, press the menu button, and then the next option, obviously down arrow, is the date. Press the menu button, and down arrow, adjust the time. Menu button gets you the next one. Menu button, down arrow to adjust. Menu button, that's to set the date. Next one, no, done time, haven't I? Next one is autoclose, and that's when it says autoclose, it's talking about the front doors on the van. Do you want them to automatically close? So menu button, and if you're travelling, I've got it set to on. And what happens is that you get to 10 miles an hour and the doors lock automatically, and it actually includes the habitation door as well, so I like to have that on. So if you want to change it, use the down arrow, up or down. I'm going to have it on, menu button. Next option, units. There's like a sub menu to this, so menu, and then you've got distances. So if you set distances, menu button, and you can set it to kilometers. If you set it to kilometers, if you're on the continent, press menu button. The next option is what do you want to record your consumption in. Menu button, and you've got the option litres per 100 kilometers or kilometers per litre. If I'm on the continent, I tend to leave it on that. But and distances, you have to hold the menu button to get out of that. So back to units. Language, actually, if I just go back to units, I just want to make sure it's in miles, don't I, really? So distances, menu button, menu button. I'm on kilometers now, which completely confused me. So I'll have to go back to mode, menu, set time, units, press menu button, change it back to miles. See how easy it is to get lost in this menu. Now get back to the normal menu, hold the menu button, makes back to units. Language, I'm not going to change that. Can change it to European languages, I guess. Buzzer volume, I think that's the buzzer on the thing, so I think 4 is high enough. So menu button, oh, menu button, down arrow. Now this is the menu that we had to look at. We had a light come up on the dashboard and it told us when we looked in the handbook that the oil change was due, and what it turned out was that they hadn't reset the service interval indicator, and this tells you how far you've got to go to a service. So if I press the menu button, it tells me first of all I've got 28,533 miles to go to the next service. Seems a hell of a lot, but there you go. Press it again, press the down arrow again, tells me I've got 26,600 miles to go before the next oil change. Press it again and press the menu button to get out. That's actually quite interesting because the garage should reset the service indicator level every service, and they should set the oil when they've changed the oil. They hadn't last time, and I got an indicator saying I had to change the oil. I knew very well that the oil had been changed. So if you ever have that light come up, you need to look at this service menu. Press the down arrow again. Passenger bag, that gives you option if you've got a child in the front seat on a child safety thing, you need to turn the passenger bag off. So press the menu button and it gives you the option to turn it off. I'm not going to turn it off, and it will say confirm, so I'm going to go up to yes, and that's the passenger bag on. Exit menu, press the menu button and you're back to the normal display. So that's basically it.